This video we're about to react to is They Are Turning on Duke and Cenat by Hello Hello Yassine. Alright, now let's go ahead and get this motherfucking video. Oh, 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 oh.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, which is Cenat of streaming, of course, and his group AMP, which he is not a founding member of. He just joined a little bit later. But they had a massive stream the other day where they got to stay at Target overnight. They did like a 24-hour thing in there. They had a bunch of fun, and it was to roll out there.
Man, and shout out to all of them for, bruh, literally, this is the type of content that needs to be promoted, and which is being promoted, but needs to be promoted more. A black content group made their own business, their own line of face care, deodorant, soap. Like it's a whole beauty care line made by black men. Man, shout out to fucking AMP, man. Shout out to Chris Next Door, Duke Dennis, Cenat, Phantom, Agent 000, and Davis. That's just dope as fuck. And y'all don't be sleeping on it. And guess what? Y'all can do that too. I'm gonna do that. Not exactly what they're doing, but I'm gonna get up there to where I can make several businesses and show y'all that, hey, y'all can do this too. Manifest it, put your mind to it.
Their new product, which is it's called Tone, and frankly, these guys are just doing everything. Like, the amount of deals that they're able to close is crazy. But you would think like, oh damn, that's great. It's like a men's product, like a health product, like a body wash or some sort of deodorant, one of those types of things. I think it comes in a set. And you would think, okay, cool. That's the new Axe for the young bucks. You know, like back when.
All right, don't compare to Axe, bro. Don't compare to Axe, bro.
It's everybody just
don't be downplaying, bro. The thing is, bro. People can't do shit great without other people hating on them. But hey, this is more exposure to them, because people who watch this shit probably don't watch Kai and Duke, and probably didn't know that they had a line. So now it's like, damn, you know, let me see what this is about and actually test it out and not listen to this hater, because it's like, bro, why are you hating on something that's actually good? Black people, young black men got rich off of talking and streaming and telling their stories, and now they have their own line of health and beauty products, and it's in a fucking Target. It's in a Target. That's huge. Don't downplay people. Don't downplay they shit because of jealousy or whatever, or envy. Like, that low vibrational shit is gonna keep you to where you at. You gotta be, don't compare. You gotta be happy for when people are winning. Like, that's a very good thing. I'm happy for him.
Younger generation, Axe was the
and I don't even know
Axe
like
body
that.
spray, and they would you'd have 7th graders in the locker room before basketball practice just spraying the hell out of that thing, go into the hallway, and it just smells like Axe. Maybe Tone will be their new Axe, who knows? But they started to get a lot of backlash for this, and I was
same old phone?
What's with all these ads, man?
Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
little bit surprised. I was like, wait, hold on. How are they getting backlash for this? Well, Cenat didn't address any of it, but this all started with the issues that Target has been called out for rolling back their DEI initiatives. So for those that are unfamiliar, DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And to sum it up, the original definition, the original intention behind it, it was something that was brought to corporations and organizations and NGOs and things like that to make sure that, hey, we need to have a diverse representation of people. We need to make sure everything's fair and everyone's heard. All the resources are there. It's equity. It's like, hey, we have like 20% women at this company. We need to get it to 50%. We have like this percentage of black, white, Asian, Pacific Islander, whatever else. We need to get this more evened out. So that's what it meant. And they were trying to offer a lot of initiatives, and this isn't just Target, this is many companies. And I would say this started post 2013 when like there was a lot of quote unquote woke stuff, that word has been bastardized so much, so I don't like to use it. But in the same vein, DEI became bastardized. So if you've seen like Elon Musk be like, oh, this is DEI. Now, DEI just became a word that was adopted by, you could say, more right wing, but it first started off as white people feeling like they were being harmed by DEI policies, which it's so funny to watch this play out. But they were saying like, oh no, we can't get jobs because of these DEI policies, and we don't, especially white males, we don't fall under this. Now, frankly, the white women, they somehow get the benefit of every single development in history. But everyone else gets.
See, I know we started to talk about DEI on one of the podcasts, and I didn't get into that conversation because I was like, bruh, I don't know too much about the issue or anything, so I'm not going to speak on it. But my thing is, we're getting rid of DEI. This is what I know a little bit about. It's a leveling playing field for everybody, and not just giving people a opportunity or a job because of their race or because they need to fulfill a quota. It's to level the playing field and ensure that, hey, everybody's getting a fair chance with them applying for a job or for their career, and do they have the right credentials, or are they overly qualified, from what I understand. Now, the shit with what the white males are saying, that they're not getting hired because of DEI, well, hey, do you remember that? I don't know, maybe you don't remember, but back in the day when a lot of places wouldn't hire black folk, and a lot of high places still don't hire black folk because of their resumes. You're more likely to get hired if you have a white name than if you had a quote unquote black name, like a Daquan or a Tyrannavius or a Chanel. Nah, Chanel's fine. But if you have a name like Derek or Chad or Bill or Paul, you're more likely to get hired. So there's always going to be people that are going to be unhappy about certain situations, especially when it comes to making money.
Screwed. But the white woman, she wins because she falls under DEI, even though she's been afforded the same luxuries of the white man. She's his pairing. Hey, who knows, right? So people started to adopt that, and it started to become like, I wouldn't say like code word for racist, but like if a plane, like anytime there was a plane crash, they were like, oh, was this a DEI hire? Which basically meant, was it a woman or a non-white person? That's what they were trying to use. And they were trying to allude to the fact, or not the fact, they were trying to allude to, oh, if this was DEI and this disaster happened, it's because it was DEI and the standard was lowered for this person to have this job or opportunity. So,
and see, bro, that's when that's why I got off the red pill content too, because they will always promote like, oh, white males aren't getting as much like opportunities and shit like that because of their race, and they're dying out and shit like that. Which I'm like, bruh, I know a lot of white males are doing fine, bruh. They're doing amazing. It's not because they're white. It's because they're genuinely good people. You gotta have the right intentions and the right manifestation when you're doing shit. If you're doing shit just for a motive, you're not gonna get what you want. If anything, it's gonna be running away from you. If you're not a genuinely good person and doing it out of just you genuinely desiring what you want, then you're gonna end up on the same. You're gonna end up complaining, and you're gonna be pushing that shit away. Whatever you want. I am about to make me a fucking smoothie.
Now that we're in this new era where a lot of that quote unquote woke stuff is really being tossed to the wayside, you can just see your algorithm and be like, yo, this stuff would not have 2020, 99% of this stuff would have gotten people permanently banned, lost their jobs, and had their lives ruined. But now it's like normal. So what happened was Target was rolling back their DEI initiative. And on February 28th, which was the last day of Black History Month, there was a boycott started against Target because they felt like they were harming. And this was started by a pastor, Jamal Harrison Bryant. And then he said, we're asking people to divest from Target because they have turned their back on our community. This is a black pastor. And he continued and said, we are witnessing a pivotal moment in economic activism.
Bruh, literally, the irony is so funny because you're talking about, oh, this is one of the conversations me and my me and my family got into earlier about the black church, about the pastors. It's funny that very ironic that he's talking about turning it back on, the black community and shit like that because of that. But what are you doing for the community with that tithing that you took? What are you doing? When's the last time you did a food drive? When's the last time if somebody in the church needed help with the car, you got their car fixed? Or you got them, if they need help with their house because they needed something like patched up or roof work. What about that? Is your community, is your church working with Target to help get people jobs? Are you even helping people get jobs? It's funny how you shift the blame to other people, but you're not doing what you're supposed to do to help the community. That's why I don't get into religion and shit like that, and especially with black churches and shit like that, because you got to pay a tithe, and then the pastor comes back with a new Benz, or the church is under renovation, or they building a new church, but Sister Lisa over here is struggling to get groceries and pay her light bill.
This isn't just about Target. It's about ensuring that corporations understand that black consumers demand respect, representation, and real investment in our communities. He even spoke out in this Breakfast Club clip, which I'm going to play for you guys right now.
40-day fast of Target.
Yes. So people are asking, why did we pick Target when Walmart out of order, McDonald's is out of order, John Deere's out of order, Bank of America's out of order, Amazon is out of order. Is we wanted to go, the African proverb says, if you want to eat an elephant, do one piece at a time. So we picked Target first for several reasons. Number one, Target is headquartered in the same city George Floyd was killed. When George Floyd was killed, Target came out, made an announcement that they're going to invest $2 billion in the black business. $2 billion, drum roll, and it starts December of 2025. When Trump made the announcement January of 2025, they dishonored that commitment. So we wanted to hold them accountable because when they made the pledge, it had nothing to do with DEI. Secondly, I am embarrassed, Breakfast Club, to say to you, Negroes spend $12 million a day in Target. And I don't know any black business that amasses that much money in any singular day.
$12 million a day?
A day. Number three, Target is on 27 college campuses and not one HBCU.
Why I gotta be Negro? Because I like shopping at Target. I can get the shit that I can't get at Walmart and at Walgreens and Kroger and Sam's. I get that shit I can get at a Target. I'm there all the time. Yeah. I remember one time I was talking over this girl and I told her, I was just at Target. And then she was like, "Oh shit, I heard that people stopped shopping at Target. I can't believe." I was like, she essentially said that she heard that people stopped shopping at Target. I was like, why? I was like, it seemed pretty full to me. Actually, no, it was actually empty, but I also did go in the morning. But I was like, why would they stop shopping at Target? And she was like, oh, for the DEI shit. And I'm like, bruh, honestly, I mean, people have their reasons, but me personally, I don't be following trends just because people say, hey, I'm not shopping at Target because of this, so you should stop. Bitch, who the fuck are you? I get this. The toothpaste that I get from Target, I can't get it nowhere else, or I gotta wait and get it online. Fuck that. If I got it at Target, it's gonna be at Target, and I'm gonna grab it. Who are you? You don't control where I shop at, motherfucker. I don't care. They haven't been racist to me.
Number four, outside of the federal government, Target is the largest employer of black people. There are 400,000 black people on payroll and don't honor us. So we're giving that kind of money, that much human capital, and to not honor us, I think is dismally disrespected. And because they're publicly traded, we wanted to see what will happen in those 40 days that shows the data. This is the impact when black people walk away, and to share it with those sharecrops. So it will not just be 40 days, but every movement has to have a benchmark, it's got to have a strategy, and you got to have some data.
What do you say? A fast and not a boycott?
Yeah, I called it a fast because this was a call to the black church to become active. Something happened silently that scholars and historians are going to have to pay attention to. The rise of Black Lives Matter, Charlemagne, was the very first movement of civil rights for black people that was not.
Black Lives Matter. There's fraud too. They take all that money and they got mansions and different cars and shit like that. So I don't trust that either. I don't trust that political organization. And for the church looking about us, it's time to get active. Y'all should have already been active. Why y'all waiting for somebody else to not do what you're not doing what you're supposed to do within a community, but you're going to turn your point the finger at somebody else who's outside of our community, who, like you said, they employ what do you say, like 40 million black people? That's good. They put money in their pockets. So why aren't you working with Target instead of going against? You should be working with Target instead of going against Target, and you should be doing more shit for the community because it's your community. That's how it goes.
Birthed out of the church. The very first civil rights movement that happened that didn't have a religious leader at the front. And so the black church is going backwards. This is the largest demographic of black people since we've been in America who don't go to church at all, who don't subscribe to organized religion. We're at 28%. The largest amount of black people who self-identify as atheists, who say they don't believe in God, don't believe in nothing. So this was a call specifically for black Christians to show the younger generation our head is not in the sand. We're a part of it, but we're aligning it with prayer. That those 40 days is the high holy season for the Christian community. We're praying because this is a spiritual warfare that we're under with J.D. Vance and Donald Trump. With all of the things that are happening with these executive orders, marching is good, protesting is necessary, petitions are important. But we don't bring a spiritual grounding to it in order for you to move forward.
They're going at Target, and he's saying it's not just Target, but they're going at Target because it was one of the first ones to get rid of DEI programs. Because at the time when everybody was pandering in 2020, 2021, a lot of these corporations as well, they were saying like, yo, we're going to invest a lot in promoting and shelving products by black-owned businesses, etc. And Donald Trump went in there, and when he became president this time, he's like, oh, we're getting rid of DEI, which I don't even know what that means. I don't even know how that's supposed to work. So Cenat gets in there, and now a bunch of people are saying, well, you guys were supposed to be boycotting. We're all supposed to be boycotting Target, and now Target is either using Cenat or Cenat is tone deaf and is not, like, with us. Number one, I don't even think Cenat knew about this. Like, Cenat is so busy, he's dialed into a...
And then the thing is, too, bruh, not everybody has to subscribe to what you're doing. Who gives a fuck? Like, honestly, please come on. Oh God, you're not tapped in with the community because you put your shit at you put your black business. You're doing business with somebody who doesn't support you. When the whole time they are supporting them by adding their fucking line in there. Kyle doing shit to feed his family, and you too worried about all the political shit. Like, come on now. Just because somebody don't subscribe to your religion or whatever, don't mean that you gotta go ahead and shit on what they doing, shit on their business, shit on how they make money. Cause you know, if you're in the same predicament as, not in predicament, but if you're in the same boat as Kyle, shit, Target, sorry, Kyle, it's a multi-billion-dollar business. Hell yeah, I'm putting my shit in there and it'll get out too.